Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rachakadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Taught us this truth. Alright, warned us of the things to come, the things that you see happening now. Alright, such as World War III and other prophecies mentioned in the Bible. If you're watching this, hey, Salaki, a peace and salutation to the hopeful elect out here pushing this truth in sincerity to water for which I do. We love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and Shalom. It's your brother Dawad here, and Abarat Zah, meaning Father's will, is going to be an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright, Yahweh being who the world ignorantly calls God, which means He is, and Yahweh Shai, meaning being who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, alright, which means He is the Savior. If you're watching this now and you're a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, you are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Holy Bible. We are God's chosen people. Alright, let's just crack into this video right here showing how the so-called white man and woman have always been towards his brother. Alright. Automatically they start putting their hands on a little girl. All right, this is real, by the way. All right, this is real footage. Let me get Obadiah, because this is how they are, man. You know, this is how they are. So we get Obadiah, chapter 1, well, verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." So that's why you're not given no repentance. All right, and we'll get that in a second, and we'll just keep playing it. Look how extremely physical, extremely violent these hoodlums are, man. You know, they've been like, this is how the so-called black woman and child have been treated. Here in America ever since before slavery. Let's not even go into the murders and the different killings and lynchings and burnings and castrations, torture devices and whatnot. You know, let's not even go into the things that happened before, during slavery, you know. But just the stuff that happened afterwards, man. You people say we haven't been oppressed in this world. All right, now you don't do anything like this nowadays. No, instead you take that same violent energy and you meditate that energy into your systems, which means pit, by the way. You know, education system, your banking system, which are on unlawful loans, unjust loans that you give to white people and don't give to black people, so-called. All right, the ghettos, the war on drugs, all these different things that you put in place. All right, you focus that energy from physical, because if you'd have kept being physical, we would have did what? We got physical back with you, and you know that, and you know you can't beat us. So you have to do things like tear us down mentally. That's why you gave us the drugs. That's why you gave us the horrible music that we hear today. All right, every time we play a role in your movies, we're always the bad guy. You know, nowadays we're Jake is starting to look better now, in movie roles and whatnot. But back then it was like all you saw him being was either a crackhead, a drug dealer, a gangbanger, a thief. These kinds of roles were the ones we got to play, and you guys always played Jesus, God, Moses, so the Superman, Batman, you guys got to play these roles while we got Brenda's got a baby type roles, man. You know what I'm saying? Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. These kinds of roles, all these degrading movies, man, that make us, look like everyday street criminals which are not, make the average so-called black man, woman, and child look like the bottom of the pit, man. Look like monkeys. You see how every time she looks at him, like, they just start scurrying away, running away and shit. Look at this little fucking faggot right next to her. He's like, oh shit, she looking at me now. I gotta Turn back. I gotta. Where's my brother at? You know, that's Esau. And they throw a rock at her. Come on, man. And this is the same. This is the treatment we've been getting. We're not allowed to go into good neighborhoods, man. You know, to get house loans to buy these these prominent these houses in these prominent neighborhoods and whatnot. They forced us to the ghettos. But you so-called white people said that it's all is equality. Oh, it's all about equality and it's all about love and we have the same opportunity as everybody else. That's a goddamn lie. You destroyed us to the point where people don't even want to reach for opportunities anymore. Then these niggas don't even know what opportunities look like nowadays, man. Because you've done a great job mentally, destroyed the minds of the so-called black man, woman, and child. Who are they gonna pass knowledge on to when they have never been taught knowledge? When you did a thing called redlining, where you subjugated so-called blacks to the ghettos, man, and put drugs and guns and alcohol in those areas. You did that on purpose, nigga. All right, you're the real nigger, man. All right, you did that on purpose, and they didn't have anything to pass on to their kids, as well as knowledge, wealth. Let's not even talk about wealth and land. We're just talking about just knowledge, morals, moral values and stuff. Because you see how she's dressed. She's dressed, um acceptable. She's dressed according to what the law will have her dressed in the Bible. All right. I believe she has a skirt on, a dress kind of thing, cover it up. Nowadays, these kids look like, they're about 12 years old and their ass is out. I see that shit. You can walk in the mall, man, and these parents, not even just so-called black little girls, man, little white little girls, Spanish, because Esau, man, the so-called white man has pushed this into the minds of the people, man. It's okay to let your 12-year-old girl walk around with booty shorts on. And you see this shit, man. I literally went up to a girl one time and was like, hey, what's up, yo? I think you're kind of cute. She was like, oh, thank you. Da, da, da. This girl was going to try to talk to me. I can tell. I can see it in her face. She looked behind me, right? There's a car coming. And she's like, oh, I'm 15, by the way. I'm like, oh, man. It's like, what the fuck was that about? You know what I'm saying? And this little girl was wearing, this 15-year-old girl was wearing yoga pants, and ass was all out. You know what I'm saying? So it is like this is the society that the so-called white man promotes, man. But like I was trying to say, she's dressed. This is like I was trying to basically say, so-called black people had morals, man. We had statutes. We following a lot of the laws in the Bible. Had good jobs and stuff like that. And you so-called white people literally took that from us, man. Physically. Murdered us with the KKK and shit like that. There was never a time when you stopped fucking us up. So what are y'all talking about? Oh, everybody has the same opportunity. You destroyed us so goddamn much. These niggas don't even know what opportunity even looks like. No one teaches them opportunity. Your school system is a goddamn joke. All right, it's nothing but a damn. You don't learn anything, man. And then you get into college and to learn these bullshit ass subjects that teach you nothing, all right? When you should be learning a fucking trade, man. The men should be out learning trades so they can go home and take care of the women and children, or put food on the table for the women and children, and the women stay home, man. But men could do that back then. You can actually afford to take care of your family. But the so-called white man has ripped all those good jobs, not just even away from so-called black people, away from Americans in general. So y'all should be pissed off. But you know who's more pissed off? Us, because it's been happening to us first and for the longest. All right, and we're done with that shit, man. They're not doing anything wrong. These kids are not doing anything wrong, and look at the mob that is formed for two little girls. Look at the mob, all right, that is formed for two little so-called black girls. Because the so-called white man is a goddamn devil, man. Yeah, y'all hate us, man. But yet when now since we can't be nice anymore, we're niggas is being wicked out there. And now y'all pointing a finger. See, look, see? You guys are always doing something. See? See, you're the 13. You make up 13% of the population, but you commit over 50% of the crimes. Well, we're gonna get into that later. Cause that's another goddamn lie.
Down this block, and these white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas! You know, get out of my neighborhood! Don't come to this neighborhood." Then they start hitting on her, throwing rocks and everything else. Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood. We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody. We had a nice parade. We saw a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. All right. I mean, we didn't bother anybody.
Some of these jakes look like the kids off Fat Albert. Especially killed the buck too. But yeah, man, like they wasn't bothering nobody, wasn't doing no harm. And the so-called white man he can't, even as a child, man, because they can't go to sleep without doing something wicked or thinking something wicked up for Jake. To how the hell can I ruin so-called black man, Latino, and Native American man and women's lives, man? How can I ruin their lives, man? He don't go to sleep, I think that's Isaiah 10 or Isaiah 40. You know what? I can't remember. But right now we'll get Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah. Let's get 58 and 3. And it says we're Salakia. Yeah. No, Salakia, yes. Wait, yeah, right. Isaiah 58 and 3. No. Salakia. I'm thinking about Psalms 58 and 3. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. So basically, you're not doing shit, and they'll make up something.
Anybody, we weren't looking for trouble. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this.
And this is in Queens, so she's saying she didn't even know people around here were like that. Yeah, because the so-called white man said, "Oh no, that was down south where all the racist was going on." No, there were more people lynched in the north than there were in the south.
My life.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me, but this little boy, short boy about my size, or little short, had picked up a rock, and he was in the front of all these tall hunkies. Right?
For two little girls who are clearly outnumbered, you want to pick up a rock because the so-called white man's a goddamn coward. That's why he comes with his guns, all right, or his arrows or whatever, Well, no, just his guns, That's why he launches missiles on niggas from afar, and shoots at people and launches missiles from drone attacks. Because the so-called white man's a damn coward, yo. He can't face nobody face to face, yo, man. That's what he did to the Native American Indians, man. He needed guns and cannons, man. Cause you wouldn't ever beat the so-called Native Americans otherwise, man. They're the war tribes of the nation of Israel.
Through the rock, he tried to hit my sister, but he almost hit me about that much away from me. And I was sure wish he had hit me with that rock. I would pick up the rock right next to me and hit him right dead in his face. They always say niggas are doing everything. They always say we're doing everything, right? We don't read it every time.
So they go about speaking lies, man. So we just read that from and you can see that these are little kids, man. The Edomites were young kids too. That's why it says the wicked are estranged from the womb, man. They're young, all right? They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. They're young kids who have it instilled inside their heads that, we just hate niggas, so we're going to do what it takes to keep them down. Now, these kids grew up by now. This is 1978. So these kids are lawyers, judges, doctors, prosecutors, prominent business owners, all that banking executives, all that that happened hundreds of years ago. Shit is out. Listen, man, that don't fly because these racist niggas. This is one incident caught on camera. You know how many goddamn incidents around the world, around this country? It's innumerable. The things I've done to literally keep our people down is, man, Like that movie that's going viral now which is they call it When They See Us. The things that y'all have done to us, man. Oh, you see, now we're gonna jump into that. You make up 13% of the population, but commit over 60% of violent crimes. That's a goddamn lie. All right, and we're gonna get into that in this article. All right, that I'm gonna pull out. I just want y'all to see that video. All right, it says the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? They speak lies about us, and then they say that we're the problem. It says African Americans more likely to be wrongfully convicted. So yeah, you know where we're going with this. It says African American prisoners who were convicted of murder are about 50% more likely to be innocent than other convicted murderers and spend longer in prison before exoneration, according to a report released today that's co-edited by a Michigan State University College of Law professor. So they do their extensive research to see who have been committing these violent crimes and who has been wrongly convicted for committing these violent crimes. All right, and they come to find out that 50% of the that they're 50% more likely. That's a huge fucking number, and it's like so crazy that you gotta just laugh at it and like come to wonder like, yo, these fucking people are you gotta say these people are the goddamn devil, man. There's no way around this. A so-called white man is a goddamn devil. Now, how would they have the power to be put us in positions where we're 50% more likely to be incarcerated for violent crimes that we did not commit? Well, it will have to be this. This will have to be the answer. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who the hell else would have more power to do that such a thing? Only the so-called white man has the power to do that, man. All right? You don't see us getting wrongfully convicted anywhere else in the world. Just America. All right? Because we don't live primarily anywhere else in the world. That's why. All right? We're not Africans. Before you say, oh, well, you guys live in Africa. No, we're not Africans. Those who you call Africans are Hamites. They're not our people. All right? They look nothing like us. They only have dark skin, and that's it. Everything from their hair to their feet to the eyes, to their lips, their nose, their damn skin texture. None of it looks like ours. They don't act nothing like us. They can't play sports. All right? Then they can't sing, they can't rap, they can't dance. All those African dances that you see, the food and the music, that comes from our people mixed up among those Hamites. You can clearly tell the difference when you look at like a West African as opposed to another part of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because West Africans are primarily Hebrew Israelites. They were when they went over there in captivity. I mean we fled over there, all right, and we mingled ourselves amongst the women that were there, and we put our seed inside of them, and out came kids that look, a little bit more like them, but you can clearly tell that they're our people. All right. So it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they must be in rulership, the wicked, so-called white man, because who else would have the power to do such a thing, man? To wrongfully convict people. And by the way, when you go on to read the rest of that article, it tells you how there was no evidence found for any of these cases. And I know personally people who've been locked up for, still going on damn near 10 years right now, who've been convicted for things that they haven't done, and there was no evidence presented. But what they do is they get, we can read it. It says, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now, how do they cover the faces of the judges? We just mentioned it earlier. They make God look a so-called white man. They make Jesus, who you call Jesus, look like a so-called white man. All right. Wow. See, exonerations in 2016 found a record number of exonerations for the third straight year. Damn. And a record number of cases with official misconduct. I mean, we're talking about years and years and years of just exonerations. This is crazy, man. based on new evidence. Oh man, so-called white man's a devil. The 2016 data shows convictions that led to murder exonerations with black defendants were more likely to involve misconduct by police officers. And this is what's going on today, man. Come on, man. They shooting unarmed black, so-called black men and women and even children. And then you so-called white people, you shouldn't have been sneezing. You shouldn't have been scratching that itch or nothing like that. We can't do anything without getting fucked up out here, man. You can't ride a bicycle as little girls through a damn neighborhood. The cop tells you to reach for your engine key and turn it off, your ignition. You probably better off not doing that. You might get shot reaching for your ignition. You know, that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Y'all been doing it, man. It says misconduct by police officers. Now, it's not one or two cases. This is thousands and thousands of cases. Thousands. They said up to 230,000 cases of so-called black people have been wrongfully wrongfully convicted due to misconduct by police officers. Not even the so-called suspect. It's the police officers. So it's all of the coercing young adults that are scared with a man with a gun and a badge telling them, though, yeah, you better confess to this crime. That kind of shit, man. That's why we're 13% of the population making up over 50% of the violent crimes, because those statistics are fraud, are false, man. Because you guys are falsifying evidence. All right, you're planting evidence, drugs, guns on so-called black people. All right, you're coercing young black so-called black people to make a confession to a crime they didn't commit. You so-called white people are doing that, and you're shooting so-called black and Hispanics down in the ghettos as being police officers and justifying it. All right, when it clearly sees here that you guys are in the wrong and have been in the wrong the whole entire time, and what we have been saying has not been crying wolf. But it's okay because check it out. We'll get Isaiah, skip 63 and 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, is coming back to save us anyways, man. And the vengeance is in his heart because he is the king of the Jews, and we're the Jews according to the Bible. And guess what's going to happen to y'all? Vengeance, all right, is going to be placed upon your heads. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the heavenly Father, Yahweh, to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Now, who's troubling us? The so-called white man has troubled us, man. And the Most High is going to send his son with the angels to come here and fuck y'all up. Thus saith the Bible. All right. Now, going back into this article, I guess we can go back into it really quick. It says, in addition, the report, officially titled Race and Wrongful Convictions in the United States, found innocent black people are about 12 times more likely to be convicted of drug crimes and than innocent white people. Since 1989, and that's crazy. We're talking, see, it said 50% more time with murders. This is talking about 12 times more likely when it comes to drugs. And what about all the so-called rapes that so-called black people have been locked up for? And it's talking about in this video. It talks about in this article about the death penalty. How 2,000 people that were sent to death row were exonerated due to new evidence. And the only reason why is because what is this? It's because of this movement that they did called what was it? Let's see if I can. There's a movement right here that they did. Yeah, it's like a wrongfully conviction movement that they did to get some evidence. Basically, these people are their own private eyes. They have to go out and they go out and for free and try to look over the evidence and stuff and present it to a new judge and jury. After these people have already spent 10, 15 years in prison already and lost their lives already. You know, and they try to get these people out by actually doing real detective work. Because these detectives, like they show you in that movie, when they see us on Netflix, when they show you in that movie, they hate us and they want us to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? To get, you know, become one of the best prosecutors for having the biggest conviction. Of course, you got the big convictions. Y'all convicting kids who are being coerced. And you have racist judge and racist jury members who don't like black people. So what they do? Give them guilty. Of course, you're gonna have a high conviction rate. You people are the goddamn devil, man. All right. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 10, and it says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power, in the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night." So they always with these false accusations, man, against us to get us locked up. You even see it today, and it's such on a high scale that you even do things, minute things, the smallest thing. That's why you have a bitch out there called Barbecue Becky. That's like you calling cops on so-called black people for every goddamn thing that happens. All right, and it's like, yo, your skirt is being lifted. Everyone hates you because we see what kind of devil you are, man. So guess what? Scriptures say the year of my vengeance is come. All right, and he he's gonna redeem. He's gonna redeem. Well, he is gonna redeem us. I'm a part of that. Number of redemption. Just got to do what's right out here, man. With that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole select all your pushing truth and sincerity. The water for what you do. We love you and appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and Shalom.